Hello and welcome to Cooking Shooking. We all love papri chaat, dahi papri, mixed chaat. But when the time comes to prepare the papri at home, we feel lazy. And we get the papris from the market. And sometimes the papri which we get from the market is not very crispy and sometimes very thick. So we can prepare the papri at home. It's very easy to prepare and you can customize the thickness and the crispiness as per your preference. So without a further delay, let's see the ingredients required for preparing this. Here we have the ingredients that are required for our papri. First of all, the semolina or suji 1 cup and about 1 cup of our plain flour maida, 50-50 ratio, some salt to taste, about 1 teaspoon or so. In a bowl we are going to add all the 3 ingredients and knead into a semi-stiff dough like our momos or our puri dough. So I'm going to add all the 3 ingredients. No need to add some oil or any other fattening to it. It is perfect like this only. So we are going to mix all the ingredients and then add water gradually and prepare a semi-stiff dough. Don't add too much water at a time, that may make your dough soft, and if you make your dough too soft it will be a hard time rolling the dough and preparing the papris. So we need a semi-stiff dough like our puri dough or like our samosa dough. I'm going to knead this for about a minute so that it gets smooth and nice. So our dough is ready. It looks perfect to me. I'm going to cover this dough and let it rest for about 5 to 10 minutes so that the excessive moisture is soaked up by the suji and our dough is perfectly rollable into papris. Our dough is ready. I'm going to take out a piece of the dough and prepare our papris. Roll this dough into a thin sheet about half a centimeter thin. It's totally up to you. If you want to make it thicker, you may make it thicker. If you want to make it thinner, you may make it thinner. I like it thin and crisp. So I'm going to roll it into a big sheet and cut it with a cookie cutter or a glass, and it looks perfect to me now, perfect thick. I'm going to cut it with a glass, and this size is a little bit big. I'm going to cut it into smaller pieces too. Remove out the excess, roll it again and prepare again. So here I am cutting with a cookie cutter. This sheet is little bit thicker and we'll get a little bit thicker papri with this, but yet they will be very crispy and nice. So cut this with a cookie cutter, and if you have loads of patience like my mom and my sister have, then the next step is for you. Lift up the excessive dough from this and keep the papri aside and let them dry. Sometimes when you lift the dough from this sheet, what happens is the papri comes out with the dough. Nothing happens. Roll it again and make the papri again. Here I have a very small piece of dough which I am going to roll into a papri. So this requires loads and loads of patience. This is what I was talking about. My sister and my mom has loads of patience. They do it like this. So I'm not used to it and I've got a pretty shapeless papri, but it's okay. If you want to do it like this, you may do. Both ways work. Here we have our papris ready. We are going to prick this so that they do not puff up while they are getting fried. So just prick them up. So now you can see they are looking very soft right now also, but we are going to wait until they dry and then we are going to fry these. If you fry this now, they are going to puff up like pani puris. Here I have some oil heating up in medium flame. I'm going to add the papris to it and then we are going to fry until they are golden brown. Preparing papri is pretty easy if you roll it into a big sheet and then cut it with a cookie cutter, but my mom does not like that, and most of the papris she have rolled with their hands. So it's totally up to you. If you want to roll it into big sheet and cut, you may cut, or you may even roll each piece. So I'm going to transfer them into a tissue paper. You can prepare finger licking chaats with this like dahi papri, papri chaat, mixed chaat, bhel puri and more. Our papris are ready. They have cooled down and they are very crisp and very thin. I like it thin and crisp. Did you hear that sound? It's very crisp and very nice. So do try our chaats. We have chaats coming up next with this and more. So do try this and let me know how it turned out to be. Thank you for watching. Do subscribe for more of Cooking Shooking.